Good morning. It is a Sunday morning. I hope you're having a good day thus far. Weather looks pretty good. It's dry around the state, basically. There's a few snow flurries up around Mount Shasta, Lake Almanor, just a little bit of activity. There's cloud cover throughout the state from one end to the other. This will be a quick one today. We're just going to talk about this opportunity for some wet weather on Wednesday. The big picture right now is there is nothing staring us down. There is no big weather event that is going to pop out this week. The Wednesday event looks minor, looks mainly in the north. There's some big surf along the coast, but maybe a high surf advisory, maybe, but probably a high surf watch. This is a live picture as of 10:30 this morning, and it is Mount Tamalpais right here and the Marin Headlands, and they're just how it looks. This is kind of how it looks at your house today. It doesn't matter if you're up in Sacramento, you got a lot of cloud cover. If we look at the satellite loop, so here we are here, California. This is off the San Jose State weather page. They have a great meteorology department, San Jose State. Craig Clemens down there. They really do. So check out the website, San Jose State. I'll put it in my links, SJSU Meteorology Department. One of the best fire weather departments in the country, in the world, I think. Okay, so here's California. Here's the clouds, right? And so you see clouds from Crescent City all the way down to San Diego, Baja. And then this weather system out here looks like our opportunity on Wednesday. The first thing you can see is the trajectory. A lot of it's pushing north, so it's not going to be one of those ones that blows through at a mid-latitude and brings us significant rain. So this week, for the first time in a little while, is going to be kind of relatively dry. I think Wednesday could see some showers. So here is sea level pressure, the lines, right? The railroad ties, the black lines. And then the colors represent rainfall. And it's going to start right now. And you see the clouds. That's what we were just looking at in the cloud cover. That's what the model's going, oh, look, maybe it's going to sprinkle a little. And I did see a few sprinkles up around Mount Shasta up on the camera. And so maybe a little bit up around Tahoe too, but nothing big. And so there you go. There is, this is the time bar up here. I know people ask about it. It's in Zulu time, and which is Greenwich Mean Time. And it says Sunday. So this is basically, right, this is this afternoon. And then we move through, and now we're into Monday afternoon. Looks good to me. A few clouds. And then we go into Tuesday, and then right here, there it is, right? This is the big whoop for this week. And you see Southern California, you guys are out of it. It should not be an issue for you at all. Crescent City, yes. Humboldt, yes. Point Arena, yes. Marin County, a few sprinkles. This is Wednesday morning, and you see what it does, right? It sort of pulls north. So Mount Shasta, Bernie, MacArthur, Redding, you guys are going to get some scattered showers. Not really a cold system, but a system nonetheless. It'll drop snow in those, up around Mount Shasta. You'll get snow down to 5,200 feet, 5,000 feet. And then we push through, and that's it. That's the week, man. There's some wind there. See the lines, right? So that is a little bit of wind on Thursday afternoon. Southern California, yeah. Santa Barbara, maybe some sundowners. I'm just looking at the lines, the kinks, right? So that's the pressure gradient. This is Thursday afternoon. So a little bit of wind. But again, now we've had plenty of moisture in Southern California. So now a Santa Ana wind event, not going to be so devastating, right? And we've had plenty of rain around here. So you can take a lot if the conditions are correct, if the fuel moistures are high, and they are in fact high. So I'm just pushing through. I'm just fantasy land, way out there now. Ooh, look at that wind event. Holy smokes, right? So you know what you're looking at. I just noticed this for the first time. This is Thursday afternoon, February 27th. Look at you. I remember there was a chance for rain on the 28th, but that really dials up. That, you talk about wind, not just wind for us, wind for the Southwest. That'd be an interesting, I'm trying to recall a time I saw this much aerial, like the size of that wind field is massive. Well, we'll see how that goes. Okay, and so right now, again, nothing going on this week except for cool mornings and nights, maybe a little frost, cloud cover, temperatures in the Bay Area in the upper 50s, low 60s. Temperatures from Santa Barbara down into San Diego and Places in the South Bay, in the Southland, they're going to be in the mid 60s in the warm spots, maybe some upper 60s. We'll see. So this is the accumulations of rainfall right through the week. So we're going to take that same amount of time we just showed you the GFS. This is GFS as well, and it's going to show you, oh, look where the accumulations of rain are going to go, right, and you see right away. So there's a little push here on. Oh yeah, look at that. That's into March. Well, who knows? Let's stop a little early. Let's stop at March 1st. So you can see we're looking dry. This is through March 1st. Now, does it mean it'll happen? I don't know. But you can see Northern California pretty dry, pretty light rain, and then heavier rain up in this area. So we'll see if that all verifies. It's a ways off. We are down here. This is Huntington Beach. And is this Huntington Beach? Yes, it is. And you can see it's a beautiful day down there. Again, highs in Southern California into the mid 60s. And then we got a shot of backdoor pipeline. Or what I said about paddling out, don't. Don't. This is backdoor, front door. This camera is set up at backdoor. Today, Hawaii is like 6 to 8 foot. That's a nice wave. And it's going to get a little bit bigger the next few days. Surf in California is going to come up as well. So we're going to pulse up. So surf advisories, that could be the weather story of the week. It'll be larger surf along the coast. Pretty active at Pipeline today. But again, I got a message, and that's the weather, right? So we know what's happening now. Wednesday's the day to watch for. And there's not much, till March 1st. So we're into, looks like a pretty dry pattern. If that happens, we'll see. The other thing I was going to say is, we were talking about the other day when I was watching one of these videos or one of these live cameras, and somebody dropped in on somebody else. What dropping in means is if you take off, if you're the first guy taking off and you're closest to the peak, if somebody drops in front of you, right? And I don't know if you're going to see it here, but if you're paddling for a wave, and let's say you're going right, if you see somebody paddling, see that guy has right away, but somebody could drop in kind of in front of him here and screw up the wave. Just, unless there's some really good surfers like Slater and those guys that can do it, Jamie, that's fine, but don't drop in on people. It's not cool. I've done it before by accident, and it causes major beef for sure. And then the other thing I thought was interesting is this pipeline thing. My son lived in Hawaii for like 3 years, worked for Jamie O'Brien, who's a world famous surfer, probably the most. Jamie has the biggest digital footprint of any surfer, even Kelly Slater, I think. But Bill worked for him and shot for him and edited for him and put together his films. Still does some stuff with Jamie, but he was telling me, Bill, he says, out here, you see how the lineup, I was talking about how the pecking order goes. I guarantee you, that you can see who the alphas are and you can see who the alphas aren't by who and where they're lined up. Where you line up is your status in the pack. Female, male, doesn't matter. There's a pecking order out here. But Bill was telling me, he goes, dude, there's a pecking order in the drones, because a lot of these guys, Chloe and John and all these guys have their own videographers like Bill, and so Bill was Jamie's, and so they sit on the beach, and there was a certain amount of etiquette and protocol that would go with, he's been here longer, he can push his drone closer to the peak, right? Because the drones were crashing and having problems. So, that's one of the nice things about crowds. When things get crowded, I think, Harry Edwards, my old sociology professor at Cal, he used to work for the 49ers, wonderful man. I think he still might work with the 49ers, but Harry's a little bit older now, but he told all of us once in one of his classes, he said, as the world gets more busy, you have to learn to become more patient. And I remember we were all collecting our grades at the end of the semester and getting ready to go home for Thanksgiving. It was a huge class, auditorium seating kind of thing. And everybody rushed to get their paper so they could get the hell out of there. And he like little kids, he scolded us. He goes, "Are you kidding?" He goes, "You guys are, in other words, wait, I know. There was nobody surfing 50 years ago when I started. And now everybody surfs. But you just kind of have to get in line, and just there's some good things about more people too, believe it or not. And one of them is that we get more civilized. I know. Where'd I go there? Okay. Have a nice day. I'll see you back here tomorrow. I'm working tonight at Channel 2. See you back here.